QC.
What's good, guys? It's your girl Fats. Hope you guys are well. Today we have a special guest all the way from South Africa, Johannesburg. She is a fitness enthusiast, she is a footballer, and she's a cast member on Young, Famous, and African. That's on Netflix right now, guys. We have the amazing Kayleigh Schwark in the building.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. Can't complain.
I was just saying to you off camera, like, I'm actually feeling the jacket. Like, it's giving, like, retro, vintage vibes, you know?
That's the look I was going for.
Hey! Where's the jacket from? Where did you get the jacket?
Sure, it's super old. I don't even know. I don't remember.
I'm sure a lot of the viewers want to know is, how did you get onto the show of Young, Famous, and African? And what was your initial thought when they approached you?
Okay, so initially I had to do a virtual audition. So they asked me questions about Quentin and I, you know, about our relationship, the dynamics of our relationship, what I do, who I am, and yeah, I passed. I'm here. And it was such an amazing, experience, and I was so happy to be part of the cast.
Amazing. So, of course, you mentioned Quentin, and if the viewers have watched the show, they know Quentin is basically DJ Naked, and your storyline was basically your relationship with Quentin. We're living in a world of social media, you know. Social media, people are always going to have something to say, you know, people are always going to have an opinion, people are always going to have criticisms. Were you skeptical on putting your relationship out there to the world and on reality TV?
Okay, so for me, social media isn't real. There's nothing real about social media. I mean, people, you know, every day people hide behind a fake profile or whatever the case may be. So for me, social media doesn't mean anything in that sense. I don't, before we went on the show, it's something that I think all of us, but let me speak for myself, had to prepare ourselves for. I had to prepare myself in order to, go onto the show. I knew people were not going to like me. I knew there were going to be people who like me, and there were going to be people that didn't like me. If everyone likes you, you're doing something wrong. So, I honestly prepared myself beforehand. But broadcasting our relationship to the world, was it difficult? No. I think that it was really easy because it was our truth, and I think a lot of people could relate to it. There was nothing fake about it. It was the real life, it was our real life and what we experience on the daily. So hopefully people learn something from it, and hopefully they don't feel alone, and they feel like, everybody goes through the same thing. All relationships aren't perfect.
And you know what? I actually commend you, because you guys really put your relationship out there for the world. You know, you guys actually gave it to us real, honey. And I feel like when I was looking at the comments from the viewers, people like I can relate to this, and people really really vibed with you, like as a whole, even though you guys are like a character together. But when it comes to your relationship, going to therapy, going to counseling, like a lot of people really could relate to that. So it was very interesting for a lot of the viewers. What were your thoughts on some of the cast members, before you started filming?
Okay, so obviously, I don't think I knew anyone from the show.
Oh, okay.
On a personal level. Quentin obviously had that relationship with them, but I didn't really know anyone from the show. The only way I did know them was from social media and what I could gather from their social media. But meeting them face to face and actually bonding with them, it was worlds apart to what you see on social media. They're all unique in their own way. They're all beautiful people. And I don't think there's anyone I didn't get along with on the show. So what I saw on social media was what I saw in real life was a complete contrast. So before I had this picture of them, and right now it's worlds apart.
And it was amazing that you actually said that, because it seemed like you actually really did get along with everyone. Like, you wasn't really a part in the mix of the mess and the drama. But we need to talk about what went down on the show. There was a whole lot that went down on the show. Like, don't get me wrong, we were so here for the entertainment. But, you know, we need to talk about the getaway trip, the train, the bachelorette party. So much happened on the show. You know, you and Zari were quite cool. You guys were very good friends. You even took up for her in some situations as well. What did you make of the dynamic and the situation when it came to like the getaway trip and the train? Like, what did you make of it?
I mean, you guys saw 2 minutes of what happened on the train.
I mean, we saw, you know, the girls, some of the girls weren't feeling Zari. Thankyou was out here shouting. It was just a whole lot going on.
Yeah, I do think that I still stick to what I say, and I do feel that they were kind of ganging up against Zari. However, I feel like everyone has their own personal opinion, and they rightfully can have that opinion. I do feel that they were ganging up on her. It didn't make me feel comfortable. That's why I think I stood up for it. You know, so it was unnecessary. It was dramatic. But like I said, you know, everyone has their own perception, and everyone takes everything, you know, takes things differently and deals with things differently. So I can't really judge. I can't really, you know, put my 2 cents in on that. But I didn't like the way that they, you know, they dealt with the situation. They could have been a bit more mature about it. And I do feel like they were getting up on Zari, which I didn't appreciate.
It was like a build up with a lot of things. We see you guys going for brunch. Then we see you guys going to the trip. Then we see you guys at Annie's bachelorette party. Then at Andila's event as well. Like, there were so many different events. And of course, like you said, like you wanted to stick up for Zari, of course. And like, do you feel like looking back, perhaps maybe it could have been like a huge misunderstanding, or perhaps no, these girls were just not feeling Zari and they just wanted to gang up on her? Because at one point you even said at Annie's bachelorette party, like they wanted to bring it up, and you were like, is it really, like, is this the right time to even speak about this? Yeah.
I don't think anyone was like I said. I think everyone has their rightful opinion, and you know they have their reasons for feeling the way that they do, which is okay, and I don't respect that. Bringing it up at Annie's bachelorette, I didn't think that was the right timing. I didn't think it was the right place. It was Annie's special day. You know, she should have been the main character in her bachelorette day. She shouldn't have made it about Zari. It became about Zari. The thing for me that I didn't like the fact that we came out, we got dressed up, you know, we wasted our time to come and talk about Zari and, you know, your dislike for Zari. We didn't come here for that. We came here to speak about, to enjoy and to celebrate you and, you know, your life. So I didn't think it was the right time and the right place. I don't say that Annie had, you know, she wasn't rightful in her opinion about Zari. She has her opinions, and I might never know why she feels that way about Zari. Timing is everything. With regards to what Zari had said about Annie to Baba, I do not agree with that. I don't. That's just something you don't do. That's just off limits. So 100% I disagree with that. But I also think there was a better way to handle all of this, you know, approach each other. I don't like this. I don't like this. You know, this should never happen again. Either you like each other or you don't like each other. Either we, you know, accommodate each other or we don't. But there's no need to be bitchy. So that was the thing that I really could not stand. And I wasn't going to stand for, and I wasn't going to be a part of.
And you know what? I was feeling you the whole time. I was like, come on, Kayleigh, give it to them. Because you wasn't having it at all. You was not having it.
No, it was not a vibe. It was just such a vibe killer. I mean, we were out there enjoying ourselves. We came for another purpose, not for Zari. So yeah.
Good vibes all the way, you know?
all the way.
But I think one of the things that a lot of the viewers wanted a clear understanding. So basically, just before Annie came to her bachelorette party, it was you and Kayleigh that actually like came first, right? And you guys were having a conversation. Kanye was wanted to basically catch up with you, and you guys spoke on about Andile and Zari. Now, I think a lot of people want to know is, you know, you was taken up for Zari, but then you were spilling the tea with Kanye. What was going on there?
Is that what it looked like? Oh,
Yeah.
That wasn't what it was supposed to be. But okay, so that's something I also didn't like. I didn't like. The thing is with me, your business is your business. You know, I have no business trying to be in your business. But if, you know, we have a group of friends and you out there hitting on his ex-wife, you know, without him having any knowledge, you know, he thinks you his friend. Maybe you are his friend, but that's not something that a friend does. So that doesn't sit well with me if I'm in that space and I'm just watching it happen. So yes, it's not my business, and I don't really have the right to say anything or to tell you how to run your life. But I'm not going to sit there and entertain it and tell you it's okay. So yeah, I didn't like that, and I will still stick to that till this day. It's something that I didn't like, and yeah, I'm not going to change my mind about that.
Amazing. Kayleigh is not with it. You know, the series is out now, and of course it's amazing. If you had to pick one favorite moment, one highlight on being on the show, what would it be?
Definitely the train. Not the mess that you guys saw.
I was going to say,
so you're asking me what my highlights was. Personally, we were there for 2 years, 2 years, 2 days. Sorry, we were there for 2 days, and you guys saw what 2 minutes. You saw the mess. What I got to see was complete. You know, just beauty. It was such a beautiful experience. The landscapes, you know, just being on that train, waking up in the train, and you know, there was this huge window next to me, and you know, you saw animals, and it was just so beautiful. Such an amazing landscape. So for me, that was a great experience. The food was good. You know, it was so comfortable. I absolutely loved that. So not the fight. I hated every minute of the fight, but that was definitely my favorite experience on being on the show.
Now, speaking of the animals, I know you guys went to the safari, right? And you guys, we didn't get to see you guys in the car, but you know, there was a point that we saw like some of the cast members, they were in the car, they were looking at all the other animals. Like, were you not scared being so close to those animals at the safari? Like, are you guys not fearful?
No, well, I wasn't fearful. I think I'm used to it. I've been to so many game reserves. So it really, I love nature. I love animals. It's just, I was never scared. I've never been scared of animals. So I don't think it scared me. I know it scared Annie, it scared Swanky. But I wasn't afraid at all. I think
you're fearless. Beautiful. You know, you're fearless.
Fearless. I'm fearless.
Now, I'm sure a lot of people want to know is there anything that happened off camera that we didn't get to see on the show?
Oh, that's happened. Sure, that's a good question.
Spill the tea.
Yes. Okay, so after the fight you guys experienced on the train. See, the train is just like my highlights in every sense. But yeah, an experience that or a highlight that I experienced off camera was the party we had straight after the fight. So yes, there was still animosity. There was major animosity, but the cast, the crew, you know, the camera crew, producers, everyone got together. Quinton DJ'd. We had the time of our lives. It started at 4 a.m. in the morning. It ended at 11 o'clock the next morning. Swanky and I watched the sunrise. It was so beautiful. It was almost like a wrap-up party on the train. That's because that was pretty much our last scene that we had shot. So it wasn't an official wrap-up, but it felt like it was. You know, everyone was really drunk. And just like free, and we had such an amazing party. That's something I will never forget.
You know what? I'm actually kind of jealous that you guys had this party and we didn't get to see it, or we didn't get to be a part of it.
I know, and they should have put it. They should have put it on.
Yeah.
It would have. You guys would have had such FOMO. It was amazing.
I'm not gonna lie, that train looked so lit. Like I was like, damn, like
It was.
Like what? Where was our invite?
No, I'm going back. I'm going back in my personal capacity. That's for sure. It was such a vibe.
Wow, that's so amazing. You know what? I feel like, you know, as a whole, even though you guys go through your ups and downs, you guys still like are family. Like you guys still get along regardless of anything. Like, am I right to say that?
You are 100%. I think even till this day, you know, after the show has actually launched and whatnot, we still really close. We still support each other, even if it's from far. You know, we support each other online. We support each other on social media. We still chat. We still keep in contact. I'm not sure about other relationships within within the circle, but I know for sure that my relationship with most of the cast members are still quite close knit, and you know, we still do keep that contact, and we still check in on each other, and we do still support each other. So yes, we definitely are family, and I think we will always remain that way.
That's amazing. So I mentioned in the introduction that you're actually a footballer and you're a fitness enthusiast. By the way, your content on Instagram is amazing.
Thank you.
What was the transition like going from being a footballer, a fitness enthusiast, to being on reality TV and entertainment? Because that's a huge different field, you know?
Yeah, no, you're right. So first of all, you guys know me as a footballer. You know me as a fitness influencer, but I'm also a businesswoman. I'm actually an HR business partner, and I've been one for the last 11 years. So that is also something. I have my own. I have a full-on career as well. But yeah, the transitioning, it was hectic. That's like the best word I can use. It was very different to what I'm used to. I mean, I've never been in any entertainment space. I think till this day, I'm still nervous. I still get anxiety, you know, when the cameras start running.
You seem really confident on Instagram. You know, you're giving us all types of model poses. I was like, okay, honey.
Yeah, no.
Like I mean, it's body yaddy on Instagram.
Really?
So,
that's
yes.
good. That's good. but I think till this day, I still get anxious. I still, you know, I'm still camera shy. I'm still nervous. I still prep for things. So it's very, very, very different. It's something that I never had exposure to before the show. But I think being on the show really boosted my confidence. It allowed me to get into that space where I was put on the spot and they literally just say, okay, camera's running, go, roll with it, say what you want to say. Like mentioned, it's unscripted. The reality show was completely unscripted. So nothing was scripted. Nothing was given to us. You know, there wasn't even a storyline given to us. So everything, we literally got the backdrop and boom, cameras rolling, and we needed to start speaking.
Yeah.
So I think that brought me out of my shell a bit, and it forced me to be confident. It forced me to open my mouth and speak and say what I feel, say what I mean. So I think of all things, that's one thing I'm really grateful for, being on the show. You know, it's really opened up so many doors for me. It's opened up so many avenues for me, and it's made me stronger. It's made me more confident. It's put me on another level.
We saw that like Andile and Zari, you know, they have a love interest going on. They have some chemistry going on, and I know a lot of the viewers and some of the cast members had a whole lot to say about them. Like, what do you make of that dynamic? Like, are you here for it? Are you here for them being together? Like, potentially, like, what do you actually make of them?
Like I said earlier, we all full-grown adults. We know what we want. We're gonna do it irrespective of what anyone says. You know, I'm not here to judge anyone. I'm not here to dictate to anyone on how they should live their lives. So if they're happy, they're happy. I don't approve of it. I don't think it's right. I'm glad that Diamond knows. So now I can take a step back.
He knows his reaction.
He was really calm.
I know,
He
right?
was really calm for someone that, I don't know. I think he's one of those people, that he's,
Because it's like bro code, and like I'm sure that they were close friends, right?
yeah. Well, that's what we all thought. That's why it was shocking when it happened, and to know that he didn't know was. That was
Yeah.
mind-blowing for me. But I'm glad he knows. I'm glad that he's aware of it. So now, literally, we can step back and say, cool, he knows. And whatever happens from here, it's not our business. If they're happy, I support them 100%. I'm just happy Diamond knows.
Yeah, because Zari mentioned when you guys went to dinner together, Zari mentioned that, nobody said anything when Nadia was with Diamond. But it's not the same, right?
It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Like, this man has children with this woman. It's a world-known thing that he's been with this woman. You can't just take it lightly. It's very different being with Nadia. Nadia, she wasn't married. She was single. She was single at the time. So whatever they decide to do is they're adults. Let them do what they need to do. It's not something you shouldn't be stepping into that territory.
Now, this is a question that a lot of the viewers want to know. Is there going to be a season 2 of Young, Famous and African? And will you be back for season 2?
Is there going to be a season 2? I don't know yet. Nothing has been discussed. Am I going to be back if there is a season 2? Obviously. Hey. I wouldn't miss it for the world. I will be back. I will definitely be back if there is a season 2.
Now, if you are going to be back, what can we expect from you? Like, what can we expect for season 2 if you are going to be back for the new season?
Well, now, if I tell you that, are you going to watch season 2?
I mean, give us something. You got to give us something.
I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to be, I don't want to set out spoilers. You got to watch it.
We'll have to wait. I mean, I thought we could get a little bit of, a little bit of a tea.
Wait.
Do you feel like therapy/counseling helped your relationship, and would you advise couples to go to therapy?
In my opinion, I think that no one should be against going to therapy, even as an individual. You should want to go to therapy. We should all have someone that we can talk to, someone that we can share our deepest, darkest secrets with, someone that we can confide in. So I think that therapy for anyone is important, and I also believe that anyone with experience can be a therapist. Should couples go for therapy? I think they should. Why not? The same reason as you should go as an individual. I think it's really helpful to have a mediator, have someone that can give you their opinion, see it from a different light. Often our judgments get clouded when it's a one-on-one confrontation with your partner. So I think it's very important that we all have a third party to look in on our relationship and, say, and be honest and give honest feedback. Because, when your partner's telling you how shit you are, or what your or like what your flaws are, you don't want to hear that. It's coming from someone you love, someone that that you take it personally. But when someone tells you from an outside perspective, you're doing this and it's messed up, and they're giving you that honest feedback, you take it in differently. And I think it's really important that we all have that person in our lives.
What's next for Kayleigh? What have you got going on? What are you working on? Like, give us the tea.
Yeah, so since the show has dropped, a lot of new things have happened. A lot of new doors have opened for me, which I'm truly grateful for. There's been so many opportunities. So for me, it's just really working hard, hustling every day, trying to make myself better. So from here, all you can expect is me just growing as a person, and no sleep. That's it. That's what it's been. It's literally been no sleep. It's been sleepless nights. It's been a lot of stress, but it's all worth it. So worth it in the end.
Of course, now that the series is out and you guys saw like the reactions from people, you got celebrities like you know, Chloe, and you've got people like Monique from Real Housewives of Potomac. Like, did you ever think that the show would have done well that it did, like, looking back?
I think I was really humble in
Really?
thinking that in the beginning, you know, I really downplayed, you know, how huge it will be, and how, I mean, I knew it was amazing. I knew it was going to be a show that everyone would love. But I think the day that it dropped was when like realization hit, and I was like, okay, shit, this is really big and it's worldwide. So yeah, I didn't think it was going to be this big, but I understand now why it's this big. You know, it's Africa's first reality show on Netflix. That's huge. And I just think I really downplayed. Sorry?
And it's still trending.
And it's still trending. I think I just really downplayed it. And maybe not downplayed the show itself, but downplayed my character and, you know, how many people actually would like me, and or like my character, or like what I brought. I'm so grateful. I'm super grateful that it turned out the way that it did. I really didn't think it would, but yeah.
I'm telling you, this show has to be one of the best the best reality TV show of this year so far. Like, would you agree?
I agree 100%. So at first, Quinton and I actually said, you know, we're not watching it. We don't want to see anything. We don't want to know who said about who. And then one night we were like, oh, babe, let's just sit, let's watch, let's see, you know, what we said, where we can do better, you know, what mistakes we made. You know, we just wanted to see what people were talking about, because it became such a big thing and it was trending everywhere. We're like, let's see what this thing is about, you know. We also didn't like hearing the sound of our own voices. I think that's a lot of people's problems, the sound of our own voices, or how we looked on TV. It was just cringy. But we watched it, and it was so amazing. The production was amazing. You know, everything was just so perfect. It was put together amazingly, and I'm super, super, super proud to be part of it.
Hey, nah, honestly, this show, it's amazing. And if you guys haven't watched the show, guys, it's on Netflix right now. It's trending. And if you haven't watched it, you're missing out, right? You're missing out.
You're missing out.
I want to thank you so much, Kayleigh, for coming onto my platform. I really appreciate it. Any last words? Where can they find you?
Yeah, follow me on Instagram, Kayleigh_Schwark. And yeah, who knows? Maybe you'll see me soon again on your screens.
And we have the amazing Kayleigh Schwark, all the way from South Africa, Johannesburg, fitness enthusiast, footballer, and a cast member on Young Famous African. That's on Netflix right now, guys. That's on Netflix right now, okay? So,
right now.
I wish you all the best in everything that you're doing. I know you're booked and busy, child, because
yeah.
But thank you so much for coming. Honestly, it means a lot. I really appreciate it. But yeah, have a lovely evening. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. And yeah, we'll chat soon.
Oh, definitely. 100%. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.